First Bank, truly the first.
Well, pretty soon it will be Christmas. Let's see what business is like with Joker Rogers.
Thank you so much, Sulaiman. Well, the Yuletide season appears to have pushed up the cost of traveling by air across the nation's airports. The period is witnessing an astronomical increase in the number of intending air travelers, which has in turn resulted in a massive hike in airfares. Our aviation correspondent Bukola Joe Ketumbi reports that a one-way ticket from Lagos to Abuja costs between 33,000 naira and 40,000 naira, from the normal airfares of between 25,000 and 50,000 naira for a return ticket.
It's just a few days before Christmas, but the queues are already appearing and the complaints pouring from passengers. Fares are hitting the roof, with a one-way ticket to northern destinations reaching about 40,000 naira.
Virtually all of them are asking for 33,000, 39,000. But I couldn't afford this, so Medro had to give me the one that is discounted. You have to get through agents and all of that. Most times if you go online to make bookings, you might not actually get cheap flights. So it's really not really encouraging.
While touting is generally discouraged, the issue of delays during the Harmattan is another, and a principal actor describes this as normal.
It is a safety net that aircraft are delayed when it is not safe so to fly.
Although delays may not be totally avoidable, the airport authority is opening up the new extension of the international airport for use.
When you landed in other people's airport, everywhere will be well cheered. But look at what is going on here. But all the same, we need to praise the government. They are trying and encourage them to continue.
For most passengers, the upgrade in infrastructure is welcome, but ensuring that the international terminal's cooling system works at maximum capacity is necessary. Bukola Joe Oketumbi, Channels Television News.
The Central Bank of Nigeria has clarified the misconceptions surrounding the reasons behind its planned phasing out of the Polymer notes. The bank's Director of Communications, Mr. Ogun Okorafo, says the Polymer, which started with the lower denomination some years ago, was only a pilot project which has not worked out. According to him, Nigeria is not yet ripe for the Polymer notes owing to some factors, and the CBN plans to phase it out gradually.
We tried this pilot project and it is not suitable now for Nigeria. And as such, we're better off using the paper. And it's a gradual thing, it's an evolutionary thing. We're not just going to say stop polymer and move over to paper. We have paper for practically all the major denominations. But for the lower denominations where we were doing a pilot run, a test run on polymer, we said we won't continue with the polymer, with the test run. We will gradually phase the polymer notes out of the Nigerian system. Why? Because one, we believe that our findings show that we are not yet ripe for wholesale adoption of polymer. The registration of polymer, the type of ink we use, the type of paper, the amount of wastage that comes with it, at the end of the day, if we introduce it mainstream, may not be adequate for us. We also have a problem with the withdrawal of polymer. It is not environmentally environmentally friendly.
Ogun State citizens have been given an early Christmas gift from the State House of Assembly. The state's 2010.2 billion naira budget for 2014 was passed into law by the Speaker, Suraj Adekunbi, who pledged a more rewarding service in advancing the economic development of the state. The budget earmarks 83.6 billion naira as recurrent expenditure, 9.3 billion naira as consolidated revenue fund charges, while 117.3 billion naira is for capital expenditure. The budget was passed with a marginal increase of 81 million naira from the initial figure presented to the House by Governor Ibikunle Amosu. Despite direct dollar sales by the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Naira weakened marginally to 159 Naira 70 kobo to the dollar at the interbank forex market on strong demand for the greenback. Traders say the market is in short supply of dollars from oil companies, and the central bank's intervention was to stop the local currency from falling owing to last-minute demand by importers. Although the amount was not disclosed, dealers say that the intervention was not enough to boost support for the local currency. The central bank officially closed its regular forex auction last Monday, but has since intervened directly at the interbank market to keep the Naira above 160 Naira to the dollar. Equities at the stock market reversed their losses as the local bourse began the new week in an upbeat mood. Loretta Chiogo has the trading figures for Monday.
Hello and welcome to Stock Market Report tonight. The Nigerian equities markets kicked off the trading week on a bullish note, reversing the loss locked at the end of the market session on Friday. Now the key index climbed by 0.87% to 39,906.76, boosted by price appreciations recorded by Nigerian breweries and Dangote Cement. These equities, including GSK, with a value gain of 3 Naira 12 kobo, are among the 39 that added to their share price. Investors gave 13 stocks, including Guinness Nigeria, Cadbury, and International Breweries, a cold shoulder. Transcorp, with over 50.66 million units transacted, was the most actively traded stock for the day. It's followed by Unity Bank, Wapik Insurance, FCMB, and Jafor Oil. 289.90 million shares worth 2.13 billion naira exchanged hands in over 3,000 deals. And that's the Stock Market Report. I'm Loretta Chiogo.
Thank you, Loretta. That's business news. On the news at 10, we'll leave you with those global markets before Slyman returns with the rest of the news.
First Bank, truly the first.
Well, still on the news at 10, Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger seeks to break his losing streak against Chelsea's Jose Mourinho. That's on sports news. Please stay with us.